rising on this Memorial Day. Yesterday I spent the better part of my day working in the garden, planting, replanting. Look at that beautiful rose. Is she not lovely or what? Okay, so, and harvesting and taking care of this Bing cherry tree. I gave her a massive haircut because that aphid problem was taking over and stagnating the foliage on the tree. So I reluctantly, hesitantly gave her a major haircut, to which I found out that the ladybugs and her larva was already here working diligently on this Bing cherry tree, to which made me very happy, but it was a nasty job. So I put everything in a lawn bag and started very nicely to start the process of them taking care of my garden. I planted a lot of cannas, and you see them developing, growing. Okay, let me see. There we go. And then brought out a lot of my pots and started them basking in the sun. These are my African trees, which were in the basement over weathering. And these are my cannas and bananas. And this is a succulent. It's a new one, and it produces little flowers, red, orange, and yellow. It's the first time I'm trying this. And we've got my dianthus, my lilies, my irises. Check out the wisteria. She is blooming on that wall. In addition to the clematis, the lilac tree has gone to sleep. And now it's time for my other babies to wake up and start growing. Hold that thought. Over here, you'll see my black-eyed Susans, lilies, day lilies, and my peonies growing quite vigorously over in this area. Oh, remember, the aphids that I put in the bag, they are trying to leave. This is so nasty. But the larvae from the ladybugs are growing, and I'm going to spray this with some ant and roach raid and take care of that. Also, these are my other peonies. Check out raspberry, pink, and a white peony, which are growing. My roses are blooming. It's been a really daunting task this year for the aphids population, but my peonies are doing great. These are milkweed. Here's another rose that's blooming beautifully. Yeah, I have a lot of roses around. Yeah, and that car is still here, and it's been here for half the day, but I'm not going to worry about it. Over here, I've got my sorrel, red vein sorrel, my apple tree, my white peach is growing beautifully, and my Honeycrisp apple is producing. And this other Asian pear, we're going to worry about that a little bit more, because in February I had these aphids growing, and I washed and sprayed and washed and sprayed, and looks like they're died. And then I power washed it and got most of them off. But as you see, everything is producing quite diligently. All my berries are growing on my thorny blackberry and my thornless blackberry. My grapes are growing quite nicely. And let's see, the figs, because of all the rain and me watering, the fig trees are leafing out very nicely. The grapes are growing. I can't complain. Goji berries are leafing out. The kiwi vine is producing majorly in place of last year's decline or lack of. The lettuce bed I've harvested 3 times. I got spinach, bok choy. I've got spicy, what's that called? Mustard greens. In addition to this bed over here. And you see my onion chives, my mint. Check out the kiwi vine and all the fruit that's growing very nicely. Yes, I am very happy with this crop this year. Male and female kiwi vines produce massive amounts of kiwi grapes. Hold that thought. Okay, I'm almost finished. This peach tree, which had leaf curl, has produced a nice amount of peaches. Hold that thought. The pool is all filled up, and I'm waiting on my solar blanket. Yes, then I can get in there. Now check out this yellow peach and this white peach. Nope, yellow peach and orange meat peach. They are growing expeditiously in spite of the leaf curl. They're doing absolutely wonderful. And the red seedless grapes are growing magnificently, in addition to some more of the thornless blackberries. The strawberries are almost ready. I got my corn in there growing very nicely. Same place I plant it every year, and the squirrels never eat it. Hold that thought. I plant seeds and some watermelon, and this is how I protect my bed when we had the chilly willy nights. And more onions and garlic chives. I've got bee balm growing back there. And this is my asparagus bed. It's small, about a 3 foot by 2 foot. And you see these fronds? That's what's giving the next year's plant its nutrients. So even though asparagus is still growing, she is still rising up and leafing out. Lastly, the columbine. I'm going to plant my tomatoes in that raised bed and some beans and such in this raised bed. And I did clean the alley. And this is where I store my extra water. It is my tire wall. And this is where I hang my clothes in the summertime. So I say take care, be safe, you are loved. Take care of this Memorial Day, and count your blessings. Don't forget to breathe in spite of all of the negativity in the world. Yes, I try to utilize every source of rain that God blesses us with. In fact, I used it all. I got that much, and it's supposed to rain on Wednesday. I've got to fix this deck. Gonna put some plywood straight on top of it, 3-4 sheets, and be done with it. Strawberries in the back are doing just as well. You are loved. Check out those peaches.